All right. If you've never heard of Sleeping at Last, do yourself a favor and go listen to his music. Stat. Specifically his 2 Atlas albums. It was actually through his Atlas 2 album that I first found out about the Enneagram. Now, I'm not really going to go into depth about the Enneagram here. There's plenty of information about it you can find with a quick search on the internet. Basically, you can think of it sort of like a personality classification system. There's a whole lot more to it than that, but that's the basic gist of it. Now, back to Sleeping at Last. While his Atlas 1 album explored our origins through songs for darkness, light, the planets, land, and the oceans, Atlas 2 is meant to explore the different parts of involuntary human development. There are songs for each of the 5 senses, each of the basic emotions, and for the personality side, there's a song for each of the Enneagram types, which is where I first found out about the Enneagram. After hearing the songs, I did some research into the Enneagram, and as I did that, and as I listened to the Enneagram episodes of the Sleeping at Last podcast where he talks about what went into writing those songs and the types themselves, I came to a better understanding of each type and gained a whole lot of insights on the songs that were composed for each type as well. Since then, they've become some of my favorite Sleeping at Last songs. Then, a little while ago, amidst a very long stretch of deep creative block, I was listening to the Atlas 2 album, and I was struck with an idea for a new project I could do. It was like, what if I do a drawing to represent each song, each Enneagram song, starting with 1? The first thing I did was listen to the songs over and over, as if I wasn't doing that already, because they're very good. As I listened to each one, I gathered reference images for ideas and colors to create a sort of mood/idea board for the feelings I wanted to convey in each drawing. As for the medium, I knew that I had to use Copic markers on watercolor paper because I just love the way the markers blend and the texture that the watercolor paper has. I also decided pretty early on that I wanted the drawings to be a little abstract in a way, not in terms of style, but in terms of subject matter, kind of, where it's sort of open to interpretation a lot more. I wanted the drawings to mostly capture the feelings that I have when I listen to the songs by Sleeping at Last, as well as represent some things that have to do with each type. So in my next 9 videos, I'll talk about each drawing in turn. I'll share the reasons for the decisions I made, as well as, bits about what the process was like. And, hope you enjoy.